G'day viewers, well I've made my little adapter. Got this AV input board off a TV which I've parted out for parts. Yeah, I've kept it as it is. I just use the audio input portion. And look what I've done here. I made myself a little set of pins that I can plug into this socket. Using some thick copper cable, which is the same copper cable I made the speaker connector out of. Sharpened them to a point, flattened them out, and soldered them up, and I got pins that can use that socket. Can't buy plugs for those sockets anymore, so I've made my own little device here. Properly heat shrink and everything. This works on my other Regis turntable as well. So this thing works beautifully. Sit that like that. I've got the left and right channel, the first two are the left and right channel there, and the black's the ground, goes to ground, and it works perfectly. Quite loud too. Doesn't distort much either, unless I turn up the full volume, but it's only a little bloody 6 watt per channel. 24 watts peak music power. It's the same sort of marketing rank this has got. It's about the same meta power as that transistors in there. So this and that La Pi amplifier have had the same same power. Yeah, this works quite well. The record player is working very good now. Still needs a bit of help every now and again, but it's getting better. On 78 it works brilliantly because of the momentum of the flywheel action there of that turntable platter. 78 works beautifully. It's just at lower speeds there's a bit of trouble, but we'll get there. So that's my input device. Works quite well. Let's demonstrate it. Hey, one of my videos. Oh, there's bloody ads. Let me skip this ad. The ad's obviously a bit louder in most cases, so I skip that bloody annoying ad. One of my own videos here, so I can't infringe copyright.
Okay, viewers, well, this one has got some tape, some story. Good old quality finishing tape. It was a pretty good tape in its day. Look at the Japanese, mate.
Yeah, they're all going to distort at high volume. I've got the speakers facing downwards too, so they're muffled. I haven't faced them up because of the dust. I've faced them downwards. It works very well.
Landed right there and bounced up and went in the mechanism, so I could play this version of the door app, but I couldn't get it back in.
Yeah. Not a bad little amp though, sounds pretty good. So I can probably integrate a little Bluetooth amplifier in there if I really wanted to. All I'll need to do is just tap off a wiring in a transformer to a little power supply to run the Bluetooth amp, and a switch to run this socket, and have the inputs and the outputs of the Bluetooth plugged in inside underneath into the inputs of that. But this is the best way to do it without ruining the authenticity of the record player. Works quite well. Nice and loud. I didn't properly check everything, my connections, before plugging anything into this. I always check which one these are working properly, there's no shorts. Always check that. You don't want to damage your source.
In the 80s and the early mid-80s they used AWA, Mitsubishi.
This will fit in my valve radios too that have the pickup gramophone input. This will fit in those sockets too, this little the wire on that, so this thing's pretty much universal. Will fit in the valve radios, on these sockets, on these record players, and many other things of this era that have a tape input like that, a socket like that. It's just a line output that you would have had in the 70s. Line input, that's pretty much all it is. It's just a proprietary connector at the time, instead of a 3.5mm jack, which you have nowadays. But those days you had these big jacks, which more high-end audio equipment use nowadays, and guitar amplifiers use that sort of big-ass connector. But yeah, the standard lining is just a normal 3.5mm. This is just what they had back then, before the standard 3.5mm size. Like this one came into effect. I could get one of these, a screw-in one, and screw it in there, but I don't want to ruin the authenticity, as I said. So this is just plug this in. No need to modify it. Just plug it in there as it is. That's it. Working beautifully.
There is a store. I couldn't have the storage cabinet to get all the tapes here. Cheaper ones I've got, which I use as test tapes, but I'll tell them what it
Seems to have the same effect on both speakers, stereo effect, but
this is a pretty damn good tape.
it seems to have.
It's working quite well.
But I doubt it because this is before stereo era. It might possibly be, could be, playing stereo LP. But in 1971 though, there was, yeah, in the 80s it really took off stereo, or stereophonic. This would be stereophonic, as it was known those days. But the other record player, the other one, is newer than this one. It definitely doesn't have stereo, so this probably wouldn't
A
either.
bit of a noise tolerance some way. So to speak, I'll have used to it.
Yeah.
I see one top on normal position.
The left channel has more of the high notes, and the right channel has more of the deep low notes. Like the right speaker is more of a woofer / mid-range, and the left speaker tends to be a tweeter / mid-range. That's how they did it back then. Same with car radios in the 70s.
Some of those are a bit low noise, and
So it's an effect of having stereo, but not. Because all it does is just have a subwoofer channel on the right speaker, and the left you got the higher notes, the tweeter, so to speak. That's how they did it back then.
It hasn't stopped going, so
You can tell the difference listening to a stereo signal though, if you're really careful. That's why you got two adjustments here. Mono records, well, it's the same on both.
see.
It's going to sound the same on both of those. Most of the time with stereo ones, there is a difference. You'll get a higher tweeter effect on one channel and a lower effect on the other. That's just how a lot of these older amplifiers were.
There is no talk on it at all.
But it varies between devices. Sometimes mono will sound the same as stereo on these. You have the same effect anyway of the low and high range speakers on the left and the right. But it still sounds pretty damn good for something this modern. As a signal input, it retrofies it. Alright, we'll shut that down, turn this off. I've also repaired the cassette deck door, the tape door of my boombox, repaired the hinge with some super glue. Okay. It's a bit stuck, but probably got to lubricate it because when I glued the hinge, I got a very, very small drop of super glue inside the hinge in this thing, so it's stiffened it up a little bit. I'll have to drop some 3-in-1 oil on that. Bit stuck. And this cassette deck still slips a little bit and I can't get the tape out, so I have to pop out this little plug down here. This is an access plug to get to the pulley of the motor, so I have to just carefully. This bloody camera keeps giving me an SD card error again. It's not the card. This camera's doing it with every SD card, no matter what kind of card it is. So I think this camera's starting to fail. Yeah, the card reader inside this camera's giving out. Bloody thing, it's annoying. But what I was saying was, this is actually a plug here that actually pops out, and I can access the pulley of the motor for this cassette deck, and just carefully turn the belt along the pulley with a tool to get the bloody tape to eject. And I've also had another plug around with this cassette door. Wondering why it wasn't aligning. Well, yeah, the glue just gave way. The glue gave way on that. I think I know why, because it's a structural. There's a spring on that. That spring is actually putting a lot of pressure on there. So the plastic just broke off that. Well, the glue did hold for a little bit. So it was actually, it must have moved or something. Because it worked good when I first glued it and it was holding. I let the glue set for a little bit. Come back half an hour, put the spring on and this door was fine. But then it started hitting down here as I just demonstrated. Because that was working smoothly like this one. When I first fixed it. But looks like I didn't give the glue enough time to set. Half an hour obviously wasn't long enough. That must have moved a little bit under tension of the spring. And that door was slightly misaligned and it was jamming up in there like that. So next time if I got to glue it again, I got to try and see if I can think of a way I can reinforce that hinge. the riser and the plastic in it, the spring goes onto, because the spring does pull a bit of pressure on that. Ah, bugger. I need some stronger glue. Yeah, but other than that, it's all coming on quite well. Works very well. Anyway, viewers, thanks for watching.